Hi, Arlene Schiffer here. Arlene Schiffer from MJ's Blues and Dance Club, a virtual live blues club inside a Second Life, known in there as Miss May Werribee. My online store is MJ's Handmaids. Actually, it's the one in Facebook. You can find my store at mjsblues.com. Um, Today, I'm going to try and show you how to make one or two different frames for a lighter case. These are pretty neat. This is one style. It was just a free form, but and it's a little quirky. But little lighter cases. Your lighter don't come out. Recommend to use an empty lighter. This one here has been dead empty for a very long time. Because of making these, it's going to empty your lighters. You're going to be squishing. Little like elfin ear shape design that that will be included, and that's what this design is. Little elfin ear, and then maybe something a little bit more straight, or the square style. Here's the square style, kind of square, but you form it to shape your lighters too, like so. So I'm going to show you. I have one started. This is the basic frame right here. It's this easy, and you can decorate any which way you want to. But I'm going to show you just the two different kinds right now. This one is getting ready to be finished and decorated. This one also is getting ready to be finished and decorated. I have a different idea of what to do in there. The different decorations I use, of course, a lot of people want a cannabis leaf. So I make a lot of these and just make them up and put them aside. So the cannabis leaves are made with a 22 gauge dead soft, and the bead is a 6. You can use 5 or 6 millimeter. This is a 24 millimeter weaving wire and a 4 millimeter stone. And this is also a different way you can shape them, but it all starts with a basic design like this, and that's what I'm going to show you. I start with 24 gauge wire. It's this is reclaimed wire, electrical wire, stripped and cleaned and straightened to the best of my ability. I believe this one here is about 17 inches long. This one's about 20 inches long. Something like this is only actually 14 inches, and I don't have a lot. That's it. That's all I have to play with. So a little bit longer, so I can curl it up and attach it to the frame, and that way it's a lot more sturdy. But like this, it's a bit flimsy. But I'll attach it in the front when I finish it. The finished one. This one here is finished. It's a bit more sturdy. It's got a bit of an attachment there. This one as well. It's in good shape. It's a nice elfin ear, and this one here is in good shape. They're good and sturdy. But this side is done, completely done. Everything is attached. I have a little bead holding onto the frame. The only thing that makes it flimsy is the way I did my beading here. It's just a basic wrap, a basic weave around the beads. They're a center drill cut, and they're a little flimsy. Otherwise, it's a really sturdy frame. But you're gonna decorate them the way that you want to. Anyways, it's a 14 gauge dead soft wire. Because it's a reclaimed, it's a little work hardened, so it's not exactly dead soft. I could anneal it more and make it spaghetti soft if I wanted to, but that's going too far. And this is big enough and soft enough. I can just use this. I file my ends, and if I do end up cutting them, I'll file them again. When I file, I go into one direction, and not back and forth, and it's because of the design of my file. I can only go in one direction. So these I thought was filed, but anyways, to start, I also have written down here, I have what the measurements are close to. It's about 2.5, 2 3/4 inches this way, and about 2 inches to 2.25 to 3/4 this way. I didn't get a real accurate measurement, and I really don't measure too much. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the lighter, and I'm going to have enough wire left over so that I can curl it up and make a swirl design or something like that. And it's up to you. You don't have to if you don't want to. I'm going to start right there. And if I lose my way, I still have this, but I'm also going to give it a mark, which you don't have to do either. But for some reason today, I'm remembering absolutely nothing. You'll need flat nose. I have a couple different sizes to use. I'm going to use a little bit larger. These are, I think, a 2mm or a 1.5mm, and that would be the 2mm. I can't really focus in on it. But I'm going to use my larger ones. You also need something round. You don't really need to. If it's soft enough, you can use your fingers if you want to. I also have this little plastic tool. It's oval, and I can start the shape and get my ends when you go around the lighter. You don't want too much of a bump coming out on the end like the bead shows. You don't want too much of a bump there. So you want it to curve and follow the lighter the best that you can. So I use this because it's more pointed than a lighter is, and it helps me to form my wire more to the curvature of the lighter. I don't know if any of that made sense. So at any rate, where did I put that mark? There she is. Okay, so this, I'm just going to simply bend it up on the mark, and it doesn't matter if it's accurate or anything like that. You just want to make sure you're going up nice and straight. I'm going to make an L or whatever. You can use this plastic little thing. This here it's a mark where I put the lighter if I'm going to use it, but you can go around this too if you want to. It just makes it a little difficult because it slides everywhere. So I'm going to use this. Another thing about these is you want to really make sure you get your curve in there straight. Okay. Gonna hold that real tight and get it around about like that. And the rest of the way I'm going to use the lighter so it forms around the lighter and not the plastic little tool thing. Slides everywhere. It's frustrating. You might even say things the kids don't want to hear, but you'll get by. Make sure it's straight. I'm going to go all the way around my lighter. Like so. Nice and tight. It's going to be a little far back. I don't want that. I need it to come up front. Well, maybe it will be a little short. Oh, and that'll be okay because I can put a nice swirl on the inside there to even it out. Best way to do that. If you want to hammer it to flatten it down, go right ahead, but just remember you're going to need to reshape a little bit because the hammer will knock it a little bit out of whack. It's also not necessary. You don't have to. So I'm going to try and keep this as even as possible. So I'm going to straighten this back out and just bring my wire up. Cute little, like a boot print there, sort of. Part of the frame. Now, you can tape this if you want to the frame so that you can finish. You just bring it around. That's all you're really going to do. And if you want to make sure it stays onto your lighter or something, you can tape it, and that way you don't end up losing your size. But that's really, I don't, because these are really freeform, each and every one of them. You can put a nice swirl in here, or a funky little design or something. That I have a bunch of, I have a whole packet of different doohickeys sitting here playing with things. Nothing better to do. So you're making stuff with scrap wires, and that's a lot of scrap wire stuff going on in there. But I can put this in here, and that right there I can fasten it and maybe put a little stone in there. Not a tube stone, but to kind of get the gist. But I'm thinking more swirls. Got some nice swirls going on. That'll work out better. Whoa, Nelly. Yep, swirls would be better. Anyway, that's enough of that. So I'm going to just bring this back over, bring my lighter back in. Hold it one side at a time. I'm just going to use my finger and bend it. Like so. And I guess I'm going to have to do the same with this side. So this frame has gone a little bad. It's not what we want. But it'll work. Oh no. Oh no. That's about even. It's going to look nice with a swirl in there and straightened out. And then you can either bring this all the way around, like so, and now you have a nice frame that goes around the front and the back. And that would be pretty neat. You can bind it here, and you can bind it here, and you have a whole collar going on. But it will get in the way of that, so I would make this, oh, it might be too big. would work out pretty cool. That would work out pretty cool. That's what I'm going to leave this one as. I'm going to bind it here, swirl it. And then I'll bind it here. Maybe use this here, bring this back around, and swirl it down the front. We'll see about that. But that's a good frame. Frame number 1. And you're going to tweak it and you're going to put it, straighten it out and whatnot as you decorate it. But this is going to turn out pretty cool. The frame, just, as long as you can get the lighter in and out. Come on, don't make a liar out of me. And they're straight. You should be good. I make this here so that the lighter will sit on top, and I do that by it's about 3 inches when it's all the way around, 2.5 to 3 inches. So I'm going to actually wrap it up and then bring it down, and that I'm going to use a 20. I'm going to make it fast, so I'm going to use a 24 gauge. I know I have some coils all done up somewhere. And it's another thing I'll have a bunch of coils, different gauges. This is a 24 gauge going around the wire. And I'm using the light from my magnifying lamp, but I'm not using the magnifying part of it, which is necessary for me. So if you see me making mistakes, sorry, you can't stop me. I can't see it. That's looking okay so far. I'm doing this right off the spool. I know it kinks up. But if you're careful and watch what you're doing, you won't get the kinks if you catch it in time. I'm gonna go a little bit more. That should do it. I'm gonna bring it all the way down without stabbing myself. Zoom, zoom. I have to go around this part first. I want to push it so that I'm not separating any of the coils. By by pulling it. Even though pulling it would be easier, it'll separate the grass. Going the wrong way. Zoom. I want to go this way. Get it down so it's about even. Yeah. That's not bad. And what that will do is stop the lighter from going through. I'm gonna leave a little bit of wire in case you don't know how to, if you don't have a box to feed your wire through or anything, and you want to protect it or stop it from uncoiling, just do something like I just did. And if you want to know how to do that, rewind. You'll find out. Okay. I just bent it all out of shape, so I'm going to put it back into shape. I'm not going to do it that way. Okay. Sorry about that. Just hit the camera. There. Now squeezed and put back into shape for the most part. And there you have a frame. A frame. Do whatever you'd like to. Let's do a different one. Stop hitting the camera. This is a long scrap. More, I love scrap. This is a long one. This one here, I'm just going to, they're very easy. I believe it's 20. So we got 12. Bling. And about 8. Yep. 20 inches long. I'm not going to necessarily need that much, but I'm going to use it anyways. So 20. So we're going to halfway mark. Foot. About right here. And I just wrap it. Like so. These are long. You're gonna poke me in the eyeball. Alright, that's the direction I want to go. Had it a little backwards on myself. Alright, and I want to go down. If this is it's upside down, I'm just gonna put it right. I want to take this one. I want to bring it down so that I can go back over. Again, you can use pliers if you want to. I'm going to use my finger because I want the curve, not a sharp point. Holding very tight. Do it again. And I think we got whoopsie daisy. Bring it over as even as you can. Kyle, no eating plastic, baby. Come on, kitty. I have a cat that eats everything, and he's gonna get sick. Straighten it a little bit. And I'm just going to hold my thumb there and bring it around. And you got kind of a little curved shape going on. Do the same with this one. And there you go. 2 little ears. And this is pretty neat too, with the extra left over. You can make stuff with it. And there's your frames. Squeeze a bead or do whatever you do. Weave it together. You could do a nice wrap in there. More in here. Decorate on the sides. And that is it. That's all it is. Just a simple little frame. Could straighten this back, straighten this out some. If if you don't want the curve to it. And that's really it. They're that simple. Go for it. Just jump on them and have a blast. Decorate it any way you want. This one here, I believe it's this one, I'm going to be doing something a little different with. Actually, no, it's this one. Where are you? Hello? Wherever. Oh, this one. Nope, it is this one. I'm going to have a background to this. So I'm going to actually put these all in. A bunch of this is just a blue spotted jasper. Nothing fancy, but they're beautiful. Pretty blue stones, and just have a few of them. Maybe some beads in the middle, and just give it a bit of a background, stone background So this isn't so out of place, and hopefully it won't clash with the amethyst. But that's my thought anyways, and like I said, you're going to design it, and you're going to, as you're making the frame, you're going to go, oh, I want to make this with that, and you're going to do all kinds of different things. Maybe in a different tutorial I'll show you how I get my leaves on, which is, I fight it, so they take me a couple hours to get done, and I don't think you want to see all that on a video. But yeah, this one here is fun. It's short, it's not full lighter length, you know, but how cute is that though? And it's an open slate. I could do anything I want there. And this is another one I was going to stone up. Not sure how, but I think I have an idea on how I want to do this one. And it might be with labradorite or this really, really cool moss agate I've got. And that's that. If you have any questions, you know, hit me up in Facebook. I'm Arlene Schiffer in Facebook. You can join my group, MJ's Handmaids. That's about it. You know, my website is mjsblues.com. You can follow me here. Once or twice a month I might have a video up. If I'm pushed enough, you gotta remind me. Hit me up in Facebook and remind me. But yeah, hope you enjoy it. I'd like to see any finished results. I know you'll take these beyond the limits. I know that. There's so many talented people out here. Here's the frame. Now work it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.